of worldwide entertainment, and I think she's here now.
Yeah. Now, welcome to our lovely studio. Now, on the show tonight, we have Penelope Keith.
Hello, viewers. Hello, Penelope.
Now, Penelope Mum has been restoring some houses.
I
We'll be
know,
talking about
I
that
saw
later.
the first show. It was beautiful. In fact, I approved it for the BBC.
That's jolly nice to hear.
I green-lit your new Penelope Keith.
Now, this is Dr. Sarah Jarvis
Oh,
here.
Doc, please, Doctor.
Now,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sarah Jarvis will tell
wait
us...
till that's out, I think. It's very... You pop it in a warm, dark spot.
OK.
That's my line.
And this is Jay Rayner. He'll have a tasty treat for you later on.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You don't want this one either.
Lovely chef's hands, and there...
And there is Chris
It's a
Evans.
wonderful,
Hello,
wonderful
darling.
man. Hello, my dear boy. In case you're very new to the television, this is Chris Evans.
How are you doing? You okay?
Christopher,
Would you like to meet the public at home?
I
Okay.
would.
Here's
Where
the,
are they?
shake the hand of the public at home. There you go.
Hello, possums.
There you go. Dame Edna Everidge is with us. Please sit down.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Well, Dame Edna, thank you so much for coming to
Oh,
be
my
on our
darling
first...
Alex, and we are so happy for you in your lovely dancing mode, and we wish you great success.
Oh, thank you very much. It's so nice of you to come over and be with us on our first one-hour show back.
Yes. this is the
Where are
one-hour
you
show.
staying now, then, while you're in the UK?
Well, considering the extreme discomfort of the studio, viewers, you have no idea. It looks lovely, but backstage it's a nightmare. And in the ladies' room, it was...
No, sorry, and I'm sorry. I want to see the men's room, to be honest. Yeah, in fact, you probably went in the men's room by mistake. Anyway, that was a lovely lineup there at the top of the show.
It was.
But it was your second of the day, wasn't it?
It was, because earlier on, Her Royal Highness Camilla popped in to see us in Strictly Rehearsals.
Okay, this isn't a joke. This is real.
Really?
Anyway, it's
No, it's
fantastic
good.
to see you, and I think, I think you're so brave.
It's a great series, isn't it?
I can imagine what it's like. I know.
It's petrifying.
It is.
Will you be watching tomorrow?
I shall.
Oh,
Definitely.
brilliant.
Don't
Brilliant.
worry, I wouldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
So how come she was there, Al?
Well, she's a big fan of the show, so
Yes.
she asked whether she could come along, and then we were all told how to greet us. I said, do we need to curtsy? And they
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
yes, you need to curtsy, and you need to address her as ma'am. And then I was practicing, oh, hello, ma'am, and it came out, hello, Cam.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
Never
oh,
mind.
dear.
But unfortunately, that is her name.
Yes, but we didn't hear that bit.
All
so
right,
we
well,
were
I see.
okay.
It's good. that she was here just early on. Have you worked with the royal family? You've been in many lineups, haven't
Well, I
you? You know?
wouldn't call it... I mean, knowing them as well as I do, it doesn't feel like work.
Ah.
It doesn't.
And you know when you do the Royal Command, are you going to see them or are they coming to see you?
Well, I think that a little bit of both. I really rather adore them. I am, of course, a Republican, and I disapprove of royalty, but not our royalty. Not our royalty.
Okay, that's
I
okay.
love our royalty, and they have perfect manners. Did you find that, Alex?
They do.
Perfect manners.
They do.
Her face was in shadow, though. Did you notice that? I don't think it really was her, but it was a lovely bit of footage, all this.
Okay. Well, we're going with the story that it was her.
It was.
Yeah. Now, what about this? Did you see this on TV last week? Yeah?
So we can't do much more,
You
really.
see, your aim, and it works, is to make the difficult look easy. And you
Wow.
succeed
Well, Alex
in doing
makes
that.
the easy
It's
look
not
difficult.
easy.
That can happen sometimes.
Yes.
But how was that?
You had to cope with the added pressure of not being able to dance it from beginning to end. Can you
And
imagine?
was there any other added pressure, may I ask? I mean, did you feel with this gorgeous young woman a sense, a little, well, arousal? Did you
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
Lovely.
Now...
We're like brother and sister.
Yes,
Edna.
exactly.
Good
I'm a
luck.
married man.
Good luck.
Thank
Can
you
she
very
go...
much.
Forgive this, I'm not going to see the thing, but can she go all the way? Can she? Calm down.
Obviously...
This is a family show. Isn't it family?
Listen, it's a public show.
Yeah.
You know, they...
Now then, Dame Edna, you are starring in your first panto this year.
extraordinary, isn't it,
Well, it's
viewers?
a long time coming, surely.
Such a lovely career, and this, in a way, is a watershed. Whatever that may mean, I'm in pantomime at a place called Wimbledon, which is as close as you can get to an Australian suburb in London.
Yes.
And a down-market Australian suburb, of course. And I am in something called Dick Whittington.
Right.
And it bears very little resemblance to the real story of Dick Whittington, but it's fun and family fun, and it's marvellous to be playing with all these gifted young actors and actresses.
Good.
And these rats, there's a lot of rats involved.
You've resisted the lure of panto, though. You know, for the whole of your career. How come now? How come it's finally grabbed you?
This is, honestly, Christopher. This is and for those of you who've just tuned in, it's Chris Evans!
Hi!
And lovely Alex,
Aw.
too. And well, the reason I've resisted it for so long is I've never been asked.
Oh, you must have
No.
been.
People think they can't afford me.
But they can.
They can.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Does a woman of your experience, Dame Edna, need to rehearse for a panto, or do you just walk straight in there?
No, I don't. I'm there every day with this cast of thousands, beautiful sets, and of course the lovely people. The young couple, Dick Whittington, is played by Sam Atwater. Have you heard of him?
Of course.
Yes, we have.
Beautiful, and the lovely girl who's playing Alice is little Anna.
Anna, the presenter.
Yes, of course.
This is how her mum and dad call that.
Absolutely gorgeous. You would adore her
Now,
too.
what about your pal and your manager, Barry Humphries? Isn't he in The Hobbit?
My manager, Barry Humphries, is, by a miracle, working. And he's in the film made in New Zealand of The Hobbit. And it's based on a story called The Hobbit. And it is about a hobbit. He's playing the evil king of the goblins. Very good casting.
Yeah. OK, showbiz manager, that would do it every time. And so have you talked to him on the phone? You know, who else is in the film?
I haven't.
No.
I'm not really communicating with an embezzler.
Right.
He is an embezzler.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
OK.
And you must have met a few in your
I have to say, yeah. Other names are available.
But you're far more famous than your manager, of course, because there's a statue of you in Melbourne. But you don't like the statue, do you?
I
Let's have a
hate
little
that
look
statue
at it.
of me.
Here
in
we are.
Melbourne. Look at it. It's an eyesore.
Now, what's wrong with the statue?
What? Well, look at the frock, for heaven's sake. And a horrible face. Look.
Very bright lipstick.
It's very, very
Yeah.
ugly. And luckily, it's in a part of Melbourne where nobody goes.
Well, we want to help you change that if possible, which is why we brought in speed sculptor Frances Siegelman, who's over there. A little ripple for Frances, please. And she's going to create, honestly, this is true, a brand new head for your statue, which you can take with you to Australia.
Yes. I can go to Australia with my head under my arm.
So you can lob off the old one and put the new one on it. There you go.
Well, I'd be happy to do that, and I did notice this attractive woman fiddling with something.
Well, that's
and
our
indeed
Frances.
It was me.
And she sculpted the Queen, by the way. We'll talk to her about that later.
Has
She's
she?
Proper sculptress.
Yeah. Okay.
Lovely.
Well, after an unreasonably warm autumn...
Unseasonably.
Unseasonably.
Unreasonable
warm autumn,
and unseasonable.
we just started to see signs of winter creeping up on us, getting a bit more chilly. If you're already hankering after some
hankering,
sunshine,
yeah.
Dr. Mark Porter has the perfect excuse to treat us.
That's enough.
Well, probably if you live in the south of England. The problem is what we're discovering is actually people in the north of England, north of about sort of Birmingham, the Midlands, are probably going to be vitamin deficient all year round. So it really does... What are you doing?
She's being attentive.
Oh, bless.
I'm absorbing every little drop of vitamin.
Are you hanging on my every nugget?
I am, my darling.
Bless. And I bet you learned something from that too, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, no,
100%.
absolutely essential.
Have you seen cases of rickets in the surgery recently?
And when I was a medical student, we saw them in textbooks
Yeah.
from the sort of Victorian era. These days, obviously, you know, I'm not old enough to have been around in the Victorian era. You're younger than me. You know, we're all young round the table.
Oh, you're smart, you are, Sarah.
Oh, I know.
Good move.
But these days, days, actually, seriously, I have seen a few cases, not often, but they are happening, and they're happening right here in the UK.
There's nothing we can do about it at the moment, though, is this time of year, apart from taking supplements.
Well, no, there isn't, except that, of course, what we do need to think about is you don't need vitamin D every day, because you can absorb it, you can store it. So if you have it during the sunshine, I'm not surprised you got things wrong. If you have it during the summertime, you can store enough for the rest of the year. But the problem we've got is that kids aren't running around outside. They're sitting inside on their Xboxes. And, of course, their mums and dads are always being really careful. Don't let them get in the sun too much, covering them with high protection sun factor. Actually, we don't want too much sun, but we do need a bit.
We are being given conflicting signals there, aren't we, from the medical profession?
And if anyone
Keep out of the sun, go into the sun.
It's true, isn't it?
Well, this is not a word with which you're familiar, Dame Edna, but moderation. Somewhere in between.
Excess is my motto. And I'll tell you this, my darling, darling doctor, and goodness knows where those lovely hands have been. I believe in vitamin L. I do.
Vitamin L?
What's that?
For laughter. And that is the thing we all need lots of. Don't you agree? And it doesn't go into the toilet either. We store it.
Well done, Sarah. Well done for getting through that.
Thank you, Sarah.
Now, last month, Wendy Robbins...
much deserved, of course. Now, Dame Edna is with us this evening. When did you get here? Not here, but, you know, here. What year did you get here, and what did you get up to at first?
I came to England. It does date me a bit, possums. I came to England from Australia first because I'd won an award called the Lovely Mother Contest. And a lot of my girlfriends sent pictures of me into our newspaper, which was called the Morning Murdoch. And I won the competition, which was a trip to England. And I came here a very shy and self-effacing woman. A little bit like you, Alex.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Remind me of myself.
Yeah, that means you're going to end up like that when you're older.
That's all right. I'll take that. But one of your earliest clips, speaking of being a mother, is you and your daughter Valmai from 1996. Let's have a little look.
Oh. But isn't Dame Margot an absolute marvel for her age? Getting up there on her toes and jumping all over the stage like Paviola. Then I must say that my own daughter Valmai, who used to get up on her toes before she married Merv, would certainly have passed muster in that show. And I'm not just saying that because Valmai's my daughter either.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember it at all. And look at how the colour of my hair has changed.
Oh, you're way more glamorous.
Rather like yours.
Yeah, I know. I'm testing out for the poodle parlour, don't worry about that.
You can see, can't you, viewers, what a nervous person I was then. And I have all the confidence in the world now.
You've never been nervous about anything, have you?
Well, I relax because I enjoy bringing so much happiness to people.
But you weren't even nervous when you were on Top of the Pops singing.
Was I?
Here you are. Look at this.
Another clip. You've done it all.
Done it all. And you look remarkably like Marge Simpson in that clip.
Yeah, well, Marge Simpson looks like Dame Edna.
Yeah,
I think they based that a little bit on me, but it didn't hurt my feelings. I don't mind what people base anything on, really.
Now, we've got a very special guest, a co-guest coming up in a moment or two.
It's lovely coming to your home. You know, this boy has invited me home to meet little Tash, his lovely, lovely wife.
Yeah.
Not his first wife, but still
Not my second wife either.
But a successful union, producing adorable Noah, who I met this evening, and you walk into his house and there's a throne.
Yeah.
A throne, a mahogany chair.
It's true.
With a sort of red satin cushion
How
on
the
it.
heck do you know that?
You can take little pictures of Noah sitting there. It would be lovely.
That is incredible. there is a big throne to the right side. I don't know, it was there when we arrived, obviously, but I didn't buy it, it's not mine.
And there's this woman's home. I couldn't believe it. It's full of false eyelashes. Why is that? It is.
How did you get
How did you get in?
I got one under my tongue. It was horrible. I thought
Okay.
it was a spooky old spider.